The iPhone 17 lineup has quickly become one of Apple's most popular releases in years. And honestly, it's not hard to see why, because these new iPhones combine powerful cameras, stunning displays, and an incredibly polished user experience. But while that simplicity makes iPhones easy to use, it also hides just how much potential is buried inside iOS 26. And that's exactly why today on TechVerse, we're diving into the 10 iOS 26 features you should try first after getting a new iPhone, because most users never explore beyond the basics. And by doing so, they miss out on tools that can genuinely save time, reduce friction, and make everyday tasks smoother, smarter, and faster. And once you start digging into iOS 26, it becomes clear that Apple has quietly added dozens of thoughtful refinements designed to help you interact with your phone more naturally. Starting with one of the most underrated upgrades inside the phone app. Because if you've ever missed a call and thought, I'll call them back later, only to completely forget, iOS 26 has your back, as swiping left on a missed call now reveals a small blue clock icon, and tapping it instantly lets you set a callback reminder. And if you choose Remind Me Later, iOS automatically creates a reminder with the contact's name already filled in, saving you extra steps and mental effort. And once you notice this feature, you'll wonder how you ever live without it. And moving into the camera app, iOS 26 introduces a subtle gesture that feels incredibly natural once you know it exists. Because while most users tap the stacked dots in the top corner to access camera settings, that can be awkward when using the phone one-handed. But now you can simply swipe up on the black area near the shutter button to reveal the exact same menu instantly, making quick changes to exposure, modes, and settings far easier, especially when you're trying to capture a moment quickly. But not every iOS feature is universally loved. And one of the most frustrating defaults for many users has been the ability to swipe left on a lock screen and accidentally open the camera while clearing notifications. And thankfully, iOS 26 finally gave you control over this, because you can now disable lock screen camera swipe access by heading into Settings, opening camera, scrolling to bottom, and toggling off lock screen swipe to open camera. A tiny change that makes a huge difference in daily usability. And when it comes to managing calls more efficiently, iOS 26 introduces another hidden gem by letting you view call history on a per contact basis. Because instead of scrolling endlessly through your entire call log, you can now tap on a specific contact, open the New Call History tab, and instantly see every incoming, outgoing, and missed call tied to that person, which is incredibly useful for work contacts, family members, or anyone you communicate with frequently. And speaking of clutter, one of the smartest quality of life improvements in iOS 26 is the ability to stop saving photos taken inside the Messages app. Because let's be honest, not every photo needs to live in your gallery forever, especially quick reference images like grocery items or notes. And by going to Settings, opening camera, and toggling off Save Captures to Photo Library, your iPhone will stop automatically saving those images, keeping your Photos app clean and organized. And Safari users will also appreciate a clever new shortcut. Because while Apple redesigned Safari's layout in iOS 26 and made tab access slightly less obvious, there's now a faster gesture that bypasses menus entirely, since swiping up on the search bar instantly reveals all your open tabs, making tab switching feel fluid again once you know where to swipe. And if you're using an iPhone with an action button, iOS 26 makes that button more powerful than ever, because beyond camera shortcuts, you can now assign it to launch reminders instantly, which is perfect for anyone who constantly thinks of things they need to do at the worst possible time. And setting this up is simple by going to Settings, opening the Action button menu, selecting Controls, choosing Reminders, and once enabled, pressing the Action button immediately opens a new reminder prompt, turning fleeting thoughts into saved tasks before you forget them. And one of the biggest sleeper features in iOS 26 is something called Local Capture, which finally allows you to record your side of a phone call or video chat, a feature that's incredibly useful for content creators, podcasters, editors, or anyone who needs reference audio. And activating it is easy by opening Control Center, pressing and holding to add widgets, searching for local capture and adding it. And once enabled, you can record both audio and video, or long press the widget to switch to audio-only mode, giving you full control over what gets recorded. And then there's Apple Intelligence, which quietly transforms the Photos app into something far more powerful. Because beyond recognizing people, pets, and objects, iOS 26 now understands events like concerts, allow you to search for concerts directly, and even swipe up on a photo to identify the artist or band, and instantly access their music on Apple Music, making your photo library feel more alive and context-aware than ever. And audio management also gets a thoughtful upgrade, because if you're tired of your sound randomly, jumping from headphones to speakers or your car, iOS 26 finally introduces a fix through a setting called Keep Audio with Headphones, which you can enable by going to Settings, General, AirPlay, and Continuity. And once turned on, your audio stays locked to your headphones unless you manually change it, eliminating one of the most annoying Bluetooth behaviors iPhone users have dealt with for years. And when you step back and look at iOS 26 as a whole, it becomes clear that Apple didn't focus on flashy headline features alone, but instead refined dozens of small interactions that add up to a smoother, more intelligent experience. And our recommendation is simple. If you just bought a new iPhone 17, take the time to customize these features immediately, because spending just a few minutes exploring iOS 26 will save you hours of frustration over the life of your device. Unlock hidden productivity tools, and help your iPhone truly adapt to how you live and work. And if you want more, guides like this, covering hidden features, real-world tech tips, and honest breakdowns that actually make your devices better, stay tuned right here with TechVerse.